That Don't Sound Right is a podcast about talking the way we did before the internet, when you could not prove anyone right or wrong.
All the expertise was contained in the people involved with the conversation. I'm Peter.
I'm Cecil, and I hope you enjoy our conversations. And as you listen, if you find yourself silently saying, that don't sound right, send us a comment. You're one of us.
He got like a burger or something, and it like, while he was eating it, it completely like fell apart or something. And he got so fed up, he threw it down and got out of the car and walked to the Arby's next door and got something there.
Welcome back to another episode of That Don't Sound Right, podcast about talking. We're your co-host. I'm Peter Billman.
And I'm Cecil Davis.
And we're just trying to have a conversation without using Google or fact-checking. Those things so easily kill the conversation and even stump creativity.
And I stumped creativity on Thanksgiving morning. We were watching the parade, and Chicago, the band Chicago, was performing, and I said, I wonder how many band members are original band members.
Okay.
I immediately Googled it.
No.
Completely killed the conversation.
No.
We knew the answer within seconds.
What answer did you think it was? Let's do this. We have some guests. Maybe they can chime in to the original band members.
We'll have to tell them who. Well, actually, one of them I know listens to Chicago.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, here we got my daughter, Emily.
Hi.
So we got Sophie, my daughter.
Hi.
Ella, my daughter.
Hello.
Camille, my daughter.
Hello.
Olivia's in the studio, but she is not speaking.
And my favorite thing to say is, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, the band Chicago was was performing. Do y'all know who Chicago is?
Yes.
I just want to go ahead and start this conversation out with one of my least favorite things is when people are like trying to make you feel bad about your age. It's like,
well, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about it. Are you familiar with the band Chicago?
We're going to have to let these ladies know who Chicago is because I doubt they know.
I apologize officially on That Don't Sound Right for doing that.
Thank you.
So there were, do you know how many original band members there were in Chicago?
I have no idea.
5.
6. Oh, close. Of the original 6, 4 are left.
When you say 4 are left, 4 are alive?
4 are still performing.
They're still performing.
With the band.
As Chicago.
As Chicago.
Okay.
So it's very close.
Because Peter Gabriel, he left early, right?
Peter Cetera.
Peter Cetera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter Cetera. He was actually the 7th member, and he left.
All right.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, I killed the whole conversation Thanksgiving morning. But this conversation is going to get kicked off by Emily, who has an issue to bring before the TDR Council.
Yeah, there's this has been talked about recently. We've had some incidents, and they usually involve me. So, Emily, you want to go ahead and explain the situation and see if if the staff here can relate to my problem.
Sure, yeah. So I don't know if this is a universal problem with people my dad's age, but...
Oh, wait a minute. Sophie just spoke against age, and now...
In this context, it's fine.
He cannot hear a single thing that comes out of a drive-through speaker. Anything that comes out, he
can't hear it?
He can't understand it. All he hears is the adults talking in Charlie Brown, like wah, wah, wah. And so this has happened. He's had, I think we counted it, and it was like 4 bad drive-through experiences. The first one was, I don't know how many years ago, but we were going home from actually like a 4th of July party here at Peace Haven Pool, and it was raining or something, and so we were leaving, and they were out of lemonade. So on the way home, we were like, oh, we'll just stop by McDonald's and get some lemonade to like cheer up the rest of the day and stuff. And so we pull into the drive-thru, and my dad goes, hey, can I get 2 lemonades? And the first time the person on the speaker says something, he doesn't understand it. So he says, well, I forget what he says, but eventually we hear that, oh, we don't have lemonade. And he gets so fed up, he doesn't say anything. He just speeds right out of the drive-thru.
Now, in fairness, is it surprising to anyone that McDonald's does not have lemonade?
All the times people are like, McDonald's ice cream machine's always broken. They're always out of it. I've never had that experience.
Yeah, what about lemonade? So I
Never had them be out of
So I've grown up with I don't know if you probably remember the Cecil, but it's the big plastic box that was clear, and it would kind of percolate, the lemonade, and it would kind of flow through. I just have memories of that. Always at a McDonald's, always having a lemonade. So we go to McDonald's. It was a Sunday. We couldn't go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has great lemonade.
Right.
So we
and
go
they
to
have the percolators.
We go to the McDonald's, and I said, I just simply want a lemonade. And they clearly didn't know what I was talking about, because then they say something that I don't know what they're talking about. And then at the end of the day, they don't have any lemonade, and well, that's what I'm there for. So I drive off.
How many times has he driven out of a drive-thru?
See, she
More
has
than
least
once?
twice.
At least
At
twice.
least twice.
Both
Two
times
I
out of
can
frustration?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One was a complete meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
You want to tell about the meltdown?
It was at Krispy Kreme. It was at one, like,
Krispy Kreme?
yeah. It
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
one here. It was,
gonna say.
like, by the beach, maybe. And they were out of, like, basically all the donuts except for, like, 5 flavors or something. So they didn't have any of the ones that we were ordering. And then
And you're in the drive-thru.
I'm in, like, the back seat.
So you're in the drive-thru, and they're out of all the donuts. So what happens next? I guess y'all don't stay. Is this one of the times when he drives off?
Yeah, this is when he speeds off.
Does he have any words for the people behind the
I
counter?
can't remember.
No,
Did you go
I
all
don't
the way
think so.
through?
I've been accused of being impatient, but not unkind.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
That's good. I wouldn't
But
think
I
you would
mean,
be
I don't say
unkind.
goodbye.
Right.
I just
right.
leave.
You just leave through. But have they got your order at this point?
No, because I completely lock up. I mean, this is one of the observations they have is I completely lock up. I have a certain order in mind, and then I go to order the things, and they don't have it, and I don't know what to do.
And you just leave.
I just don't know.
Do you do this inside restaurants?
I've done that inside the restaurant. Too.
Walked out.
Just had to leave. You would like to describe that situation?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm
So-
glad to know it's not just McDonald's that you do this at.
Oh, no.
It's been a different
Yeah, this
fast
one's.
food chain each
Yeah,
time.
this will be Wendy's.
Yeah, so this was a Wendy's in, like, Alabama or something. And this was a long time ago. I don't remember a lot of it. All I remember is he got, like, a burger or something, and it, like, while he was eating it, it completely, like, fell apart or something. And he got so fed up, he threw it down and got out of the car and walked to the Arby's next door and got something there.
That's now see, you and I are very different. We're pretty alike on things.
Yeah.
Right. But we're very different on this because I have no expectation in a restaurant,
Tell me
especially a
about this.
fast food restaurant.
No
And I think it happened. I think it happened after I stopped at a place called, and I won't say where it's at, but I stopped at a place called the Shake Shack
Oh, yeah.
because I wanted a milkshake.
Right.
And I walked in to get a shake, and they said, "We haven't had milkshakes in 20 years."
Oh, I would have lost my mind.
And I said, "But you're named the Shake Shack."
I
They
would've
said,
completely-
"We used to do milkshakes
I might have gotten unkind.
20 years ago, but we haven't done them in 20 years." I was like, well, maybe it's time for a name change. But I think after that, my expectation for, like, at any restaurant is if I get served anything, I'm okay. And Camille was with me the other day. I got the wrong thing at a coffee place, and she said, "Do you want to go back up?" And I
This
said,
was your suggestion, Camille, to go back?
Well, because it wasn't his fault. They called several things at, like, 2 different orders. And they called Davis, which was our last name, what we put in. But this other man just came up and took my dad's thing, I think, because there were 2 exactly alike. And so I'm thinking he took the thing.
But see, I just don't have, like, if I order something at any restaurant and they give me something, I'm done. I'm fine.
You're fine.
The
You're
transaction is complete.
You got
Yes.
your food.
I've got
You're
my
happy.
food. Well, I've gotten some food and some drink, and I am done.
So for the listeners not in the room, there's some faces being cast around by the daughters as if they would say,
Oh, you don't
that
think I'm
don't
that way?
sound right,
Maybe
Dad.
that's not sounding too right.
For me, you don't think I'm that way?
I don't think you're that nice about it.
Oh, really?
Later.
Wow.
Do you think you would just take it?
Hey, that's your comment. I'm gonna let you run with that.
I don't know. I feel like you're painting a really beautiful picture.
I am painting a really beautiful picture
I
myself.
will say
now.
one time. Oh, I do have a few comments to make. I actually realized I have a lot more to say about this than I originally thought that I did. One of the comments was I did go to a restaurant with my dad in college, and it was on Sunday, and so their new shipment for the week hadn't been in yet, and so about everything that we asked if we could order, they didn't have. And that's a little frustrating. I have been on the flip side of that as the waitress on the Sunday before the new shipment has come in and having to tell everyone that we're out of everything. And it's like, we should be upset at the system here, you know. Don't get mad at the server who just has to tell you that we're out of nacho
But no, I
cheese.
didn't get mad at the server that
No,
day.
you just-
Mainly because I knew her, and it was her best friend, I think. So obviously I
No,
didn't get.
that don't sound right.
We're calling incorrect.
Anyways, you know, I just feel like, you know, it's a larger.
I have been on both sides of this situation. Y'all are both,
Are you a
I
server?
will say. No, both sides of
the barista.
my dad being happy and my dad being mad. So,
So this will probably be a part that we have to edit out at some point.
I think
No.
that you just get a little like you really don't have any. You really don't have any mac and cheese. You know, like it's that type.
Y'all
of
seen
thing.
me do that?
yeah.
I just feel like it's like, oh, interesting. And it's like, oh, it's not bad. It's not good. It's just
I
like.
think I've mellowed.
I
over
think
the years.
Dad, when he's in the service industry, there's one of two things. He's either too chatty with the waiter, or in a drive-through they just can't understand you. You understand them.
Well, that's true. There are situations because one time I was asking for water, but I was saying water, and they thought I was saying order, and so they kept saying go ahead, and I was like, I need water, and they said, okay, go ahead, and so we just did a Abbott and Costello routine for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So until finally I spelled it out. So I was probably was.
I think you're the one who's hard to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely probably
I
am
know.
hard to understand.
Yeah.
But I think now I've just gotten to where whatever comes to the table I eat.
I feel the same way.
It's a great
What?
mindset.
Just where it's like I never want to be that person that brings up something. So if they bring me the wrong thing, that's great. This is exactly what I ordered. Thank you.
Well,
so much for
you were a
bringing this to
waitress
me.
for a while.
It's true.
Yeah. So you've had to deal with customers on the other side of it. You've had to deal with Peter before.
Oh man! Well, you know, I feel like I've mellowed out too because both Emily and Charlotte have worked in the food industry, and so
Have you?
Yes.
for a long
It's tough
time.
out there.
Yeah.
And I agree, it's not the servers; it's the system.
Oh.
It's definitely the system. They don't have the right training, or their inventory system is messed up and they can't keep up with demand. But it's not the server's fault; it's the system's fault. But that's why I have full reign over where I buy my donuts now.
Do you have a new donut place?
Well, not really, but I have one I don't go to anymore. It starts with a K and ends with cream.
Really? Like
I don't go
any
anymore.
branch.
I
That
don't go
is
anymore.
blasphemous to live in Winston.
I know. I feel terrible, and you know what? I felt like I've given them so many chances. I've gone there and they have not had the donuts I've wanted. I've gone in there and they had the donuts I wanted in the back, and they wouldn't give them to me.
Oh.
I've gone there and they haven't had the donuts, and they haven't had the specialty donuts. It's the 4th
Right.
of July, right?
Yeah.
4th of July, you got specialty donuts. We're there in the middle of the day.
Right.
Okay? Middle of the day. How about some specialty donuts for the family? Let's go. I get there, I can't get a single specialty donut except for something that's coated in red, white, and blue.
Really?
That's it. That's all I can get.
So you've
and
written off
I'm just about ready to lose my mind.
Really?
And so I've got to give up. I have to give up. I won't
Well, you
go.
gave him a chance.
I mean, I feel like I gave them 3 or 4 chances.
I have one chain that I did that with.
What was that?
I won't mention the chain, but I ate a burger at this place in college. I got violently sick after that. I couldn't eat there for decades. I finally went back one time and ordered, and the person in the back, I heard him yell at the cook, "I'm not serving this to customers." As I was in there, and I said, "Okay." I waited 20 years, and nothing has changed, and so I have not been back since.
So I guess as a result, the other issue is the reason we bring it, that don't sound right is I just can't hear. I literally cannot hear what they're being said on the.
Can you hear it like you have?
I can't understand. There's staticky. That's bad microphone. Again, it's not the server. It's the system. They got a bad. I can always understand Krispy Kreme. I mean, I'm not Krispy Kreme. I can understand Chick-fil-A because it's usually a human at my door.
Yep.
Right. And I can understand Starbucks. The Starbucks audio system is pristine. It's perfect. But every other system, forget it. I can't hear it. It's not working. And so we have a new policy now, don't we, Emily? For the drive-thrus when we're together. What is, you might describe that policy.
If my dad is in the driver's seat, he's pulling up to the person who's in the back seat and they're ordering.
Well, there is a lot of pressure on the person in the front seat to take a car full of orders and to translate that, especially when everybody is like still deciding.
Yeah.
That is true. It's a lot to like navigate because you're talking to the person like working the drive-thru and everybody else in the car.
And the other persons are going, no, I want ranch, can I have ice with, all kinds of.
And then throw in, we don't have that.
Then throw in, we don't have that. Now you got to go back and find out what the replacement item is.
That's right.
And then you've forgotten all the orders that you've been trying to keep track of, and then it's all gone.
Yeah. Now the one thing
Write it down on your phone.
No, my system is one person yells it at a time. You yell your order, and someone else leans back over. They yell their order, so you're done.
I like it.
No one needs to be trying to communicate anything.
So the thing I do get upset with in drive-thrus and fast in restaurants is that if it's a fast food restaurant, really almost any restaurant, but if it's a fast food restaurant, you should have known what you were going to order for the past 20 years.
Oh, no.
I mean, the menus don't change. There's no surprises.
Oh, no, there is. There's always a variety. There's always something to choose from. You should always be mixing it up.
When you go to a restaurant, you should instantly know in your head what you're going to order.
I can get the same thing over and over in my house when I go out. I want something new and different.
But you should know what the menu is. The menu doesn't change.
I didn't know they were going to have a jalapeno bacon ranch burger.
You should know what the menu is.
And I didn't know they were going to have
they're probably out
the
of
chicken
it for
version,
you anyway.
the burger version, or the fish version. I had no idea. Now I got to pick.
You should know what's on that menu. Already decide what it is. Step up, order, and step out of the way. That is something that does get on my nerves. I was at a Burger King and somebody was at the thing and he was just going through the thing. He's like, I think I'll have a burger, and he was thinking, I think I'll have fries. I'm like, how do you have to think about all this? The menu hasn't changed in forever. Or someone who goes to a drive-thru and orders like for 25 people. That also, just go up there and order for a few people and keep going. But when you're ordering for like a suburban full of people, that'll tend to draw my ire.
I would say that we might almost be a.
We are.
Yeah. So I don't know if you
well,
can
now,
say that.
how many times? Now, your mom is very good about making sure we eat very healthy. So there's a better chance that we're parked
That's what I was going
in
to
a
say.
fast food restaurant's parking lot eating the sandwiches.
And
that
then
she's
using their restroom.
using the restroom. And just having the smells from the restaurant waft over to us as we are eating healthy sandwiches. So, all right, I have got. You think we've wrapped up the drive-thru issue? Do you have any final words?
We'll have to have a report. We'll probably be taking a road trip this Christmas. And I have the feeling a drive-thru will be in our future. We'll have to try the new system where I am not the point person for ordering at the drive-thru.
Well, I've got to have a conversation to see because I feel like now it's been revealed during the podcast that I'm not as mellow as I thought I was.
Yeah, we'll have to have a follow-up on this one.
I feel like my history follows me because I have not always been maybe the happiest at a restaurant.
You can tell I haven't been.
Yeah. So see, maybe this is just a fatherly thing.
A generational.
Yeah. So I got a speed round for y'all.
Okay.
What's a speed round, Cecil?
So a speed round is just a series of questions. Since we got you here from college, or most of y'all here from college, you're here from elementary or from junior high. junior high.
We'll edit that out.
Well, yeah.
I also call it middle school like most people.
It was junior high when I went to junior high. We didn't have a middle school system.
But now your daughter is in the middle school system.
Yeah. So all right. So speed round it's 6 questions. They're not right or wrong answers to the questions, and you just say what you think.
Okay.
You ready? You gonna do it one at a time, or you gonna do it all together?
What if we
We'll
say
see what
our
happens.
answers at the same time?
We'll see.
First question is, if you had to be either a pharmacist or an engineer, which one would you be?
Engineer.
Engineer.
Oh, I don't know.
Pharmacist or engineer?
I'm gonna say pharmacist.
Pharmacist.
Yeah.
Wow, it
yeah.
completely flipped.
But that's because we grew up with our dad telling us don't go into pharmacy. They don't hire anyone in pharmacy anymore.
So if you would go, what about you? Pharmacist or engineer?
Engineer.
Every time.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I'd go engineer.
Maybe I
One
need to change my
pharmacist.
answer.
All right. So question number 2. Do you listen to That Don't Sound Right?
No.
Sometimes.
No.
I see Scott a lot, and Scott listens, so I hear about the podcast from Scott. Hey, Scott.
Way to work Scott's name in 5 or 6 times. Scott, we are going to get to you eventually.
It makes me feel homesick if I listen to it at college, so I
Right,
can't listen to
good
it.
answer. Emily?
Yeah.
I don't listen to any podcasts.
Well, so that's what I tell people. I said, we're just one of thousands that you don't listen to. Do you listen to That Don't Sound Right?
Oh, every week?
Really?
I do.
You gotta get
Well, yeah,
those listens up.
the reason I listen is two. First, I'm a narcissist, and second of all, is that I really like to learn and see what we can do better.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. See what you mean.
All right. Question number 3. Do you think That Don't Sound Right is cool?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is with my friends.
That's not the question.
But she did answer it.
She did answer.
I do tell people that my dad has a podcast and he's a micro influencer.
Micro-influencer.
Oh,
Right.
I like that term, micro-influencer.
We're content creators, too.
I tell them my dad's a content creator. He's an micro influencer.
At least you didn't use the word nano-influencer.
That's right. We're going to try our first commercial today, I think, on the Instagram platform for an Amazon product
Okay.
that I'm using. We'll see how that goes.
Let's keep moving.
right.
Next question.
Okay. All right. Next question. If you could live anywhere for 1 year, where would it be?
Ooh,
Paris.
Paris.
Maine.
Paris, Maine,
Yeah, maybe probably somewhere in Europe.
Europe. That's
Maybe
Like-
Greece.
Some locale.
Like somewhere where there's like big mountains, like that you can see from your backyard. But like
Colorado?
still in like a city.
Boom, North Carolina.
Denver.
Something like that, yeah.
What about you?
Oh, me?
Yeah. 1 year. Anywhere 1 year.
Let's go to Geneva, Switzerland.
Really?
Love that.
You are there a lot anyway, right?
Nah, it's Sweden.
Oh, sweet.
Another SW country.
All right.
What about you?
1 year, if I could live anywhere for 1 year, it would be in Italy.
All right.
Somewhere in Italy, on the coast.
Okay.
If you had to listen to
Who's the bouge of the group?
if you had to listen to one band forever,
Oh, I hate this question.
one band for the rest of your life, Chicago.
I hate this question.
Which one?
No, that's Chicago. One band for the rest of your life. All right, you got to say it quick.
Wait, so you can't listen to
I'm
any other
opting
music?
out.
No, just one band for the rest of your life.
This is an awful question.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. What's the one band?
No.
I genuinely cannot answer this
Yeah.
question.
I
I think this is
can't.
an awful question to ask.
I abstain.
Anybody? Nobody wants to answer this question.
We're all opting
Because in
out.
my
Okay.
head, it means that I'm actually choosing the one band I'm
Yeah.
listening
It
to
makes
for
you
the rest
feel
of my
locked
life. So
in.
it makes me feel way too stressed out to answer.
Wow, I didn't know.
think that's how my dad feels in a drive-through.
That's right.
That's a good record.
Can you do one band forever?
Only one band.
Only
But
one
you can
band.
listen to singers too.
No, just if you had to listen to one. If you had to listen to one,
Yeah, I can.
Who,
Solo
Eagles.
artists.
Eagles.
Eagles.
So if you could only listen to one thing, yeah,
Just one?
right. He would do. He would
One
do.
Direction. So
He would do Eagles.
There you go.
Can y'all do who? So no takers on that.
No.
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 I was wondering if I can listen to just like one band and then I can still listen to solo artists.
Yeah.
That is
No,
really
just one
funny
band.
interpretation of that.
Short Walk to Pluto. I would listen. That would be my one band.
Short walk to
all the
Pluto?
time.
Yep.
I don't
That'd be my
understand
one band to listen to forever. Okay. All right. Last one. Are y'all ready? Okay. What is your dream car?
Ooh. One.
One,
One
where
drink
gas
round.
is
I was gonna
cheap.
say a one.
Or
One
like
where,
you
yeah.
must pay for a lot
So
of gas.
all the parameters are don't matter. So you can have whatever car and it fits all your needs and gas is cheap and doesn't pollute.
VW.
Doesn't pollute. Everything's good.
VW.
My answer was going to be a walkable city.
That's why. So this is a utopian car.
Okay.
A VW.
VW.
Yeah.
What kind?
I don't know.
Tiguan.
Yeah.
Tiguan. Is that how you say it?
We don't have a bus.
I would want like
Bus.
I would want like a camping car, like one that you could like have like a camper, not like a camper attached, but like
So like an RV?
So I don't know what kind of car that is. Maybe it hasn't been invented yet.
Yes. One car.
I don't know like a particular type. Just one that you don't have to pay for a lot of gas and it works and it looks okay.
Wow.
Did
One
Ella
car.
answer?
Ella. Ella said, "What'd you say?"
A VW.
VW. And what'd you say, Camille?
I choose not to answer.
Peter.
Oh, it's my Scout restored to to pristine condition. That's
Yep.
my dream car.
I'm staying with my 1973 Ferrari Daytona Spider.
That's right.
365 4.
Is that
You and I have answered this question.
We've answered that question before. All right. Well, it don't sound right, but you've come to the end of another That Don't Sound Right.
Hey, before we close, we want to thank everyone for listening. If this is your first time and enjoyed the conversation, would you consider hitting the subscribe button on the platform you listen with? Also, if you're a longtime listener, please give us a rating and leave us a review so others can easily find us and join the conversation. Also, if you're tired of buying the same old boring gifts for Christmas, well, I can tell you that there are plenty of things to purchase on our merchandise website. Everything from beanies to mugs, t-shirts, and even a favorite sock. So tune in to the That Don't Sound Right merchandise store and get yourself some new Christmas gifts today.
You need to buy more merchandise so we can get a booth next year at the ROG.
That's right.
That's what funded.
That helps fund the ROG.
So, I also want to give a shout out to Pat Abbott. Pat, if you're listening, know that you're being prayed for and thought of. All right. That don't sound right. Let me do our commercial first for Wonderfully Made Designs, which is a small business specializing in custom-made T-shirts and decals. Contact Casey on Facebook at Wonderfully Made Designs 139.14. Use code TDSR10 for 10% off your first purchase. So, That Don't Sound Right is a production of TDSR Podcast in conjunction with Camel City Studios. Did you see somebody has opened a Camel City Studios?
Well, you sent me some kind of text saying that. What was that?
It's some kind of Facebook thing. Someone has potentially lifted our name. I am your co-host and sound engineer, Cecil. Peter is your other host and your web designer. Camille is your barista. Emily is your graphic designer. Ella does our Instagram. Giorgio tests our merchandise. Brent, who is international right now,
He's in Guatemala.
is our international brand ambassador. Brent, we're also praying for you. And as always, listener number one is
Scott.
So until next week, keep talking.
And stay curious.